Lawrence, and Brittany Schlater, representing Canada, the two-time world champion, won a fantastic battle in 2023 to win the world title, her second world title. She's a veteran of Sheffield, 265 for her opening squat. She's hit as high as a 710 kilo total, and given the 731 by Sonita, some people looking past Brittany, that would be a mistake.
But Brittany's been over 700 kilos 3 times now in the last year or so.
If Sonita reaches and overreaches, expect Brittany to seize that opportunity. And that's why you can't look past Brittany.
3 white lights. Brittany has her squatting. That'll calm some nerves.
There's a lot of talk if she can be the first woman to squat 700 pounds. Well, we're pretty close. Let's see how 295 moves. Sonita just breaking barriers every time she steps onto that platform. The strongest woman in the IPF. Every squat so far moving as planned. And if you've been following her training, expecting this to move just like the others, right on the money, Joe.
I'm going to wait for the ref's decision, but it's 3 white lights.
You never really know until you hit the platform.
It's harder with the bigger lifters. You need that side angle to really see what's going on.
It all adds up as two-time world champion Brittany Schlater, 277.5 for Brittany.
And of course, she had a phenomenal performance at the Canadians, where she deadlifted 273.5. We're hoping to see that kind of deadlift come around.
Brittany previously hit 285, operating underneath that with a little room to spare. Let's see how 277 moves. If Brittany's on her top form, she's a threat. It looks to me she might be on her top form.
I think she is. She's looking incredibly strong. 3 white lights.
And it looks like Brittany's gaining confidence. Squat each and every. We're getting close.
We know she's done it in training. And I'm pretty sure she's capable of this here today as well.
She looks calm as she approaches the bar to make history. World record loaded and a milestone for all of powerlifting in sight. And Sonita Muluh appears to my eyes, and the judges, wow, and that approaches that jury table, and the crowd gives a boo.
Now it's difficult because we're looking ahead and we are looking upwards slightly, so it's difficult to call depth, but as you say, coach is at the jury table having a chat.
Conversation being had.
Squat. So it might not handicap her quite as much as if everyone else was hitting.
They're pushing themselves, and speaking of pushing themselves, Brittany Schlater has a personal best loaded 287.5 as we jump 10 kilos from her second attempt, which moved well. Two-time world champion, accustomed to the Sheffield crowd and environment.
She took the squat world record briefly in Malta. Of course, that record was broken about 5 times in Malta to 2023.
And you see the coaching staff celebrating in the wings, and they should. Brittany, 3 white lights, emotional as she leaves the platform.
That's fantastic.
Looking to be the strongest woman in history.
Not just in the IPF, not just in this class, any woman that's ever competed. This will be the biggest squat ever done.
This is a big jump. All or nothing. 325.5, and it's crazy to think just last year 300 kilos was the barrier that she broke, and we're 25.5 kilos beyond that just a year later.
This is really going to move her up the table if she can get this one on the board.
Monday morning at work, this is going to be the one everybody's talking about. Oh, whoa! Oh, nice catch.
Unfortunately, just a little bit too much. Maybe 320 would have gone. We'll never know now.
Until next time, 325.5. It looked for a second there, she might battle her way through it.
But we've talked all the time about you can't miss at Sheffield.
Oh, what a tough call, but Brittany Schlater.
She's not gone for it. She's gone for 142.5.
If I'm honest, I could co-sign that. Brittany Schlater, 145. Brittany also going 3 for 3 in the bench press event, hitting a personal best 287.5. And the 2-time world champ has gone toe-to-toe with Sonita before with mixed results, but she has defeated Sonita outright to win the 2023 Worlds.
Nice. You say with mixed results, and it's gone one way and it's gone the other way, but they've given us some of the best battles we've seen ever in the super heavyweight category.
For 3 years, she rights the ship, starts to pull away. If she keeps missing, it's a different conversation. 145. Sonita has previously hit 152.5. I think the attempt selection's good. It's on point.
Yeah, she opened with 142.5 when she hit 152.5. So we might see the same sort of spread, ending up 10 kilos up above this.
Yeah, you see the appropriate wiggle room to go to second and thirds. They're making the right calls. Exactly. Just like you want your opener to move.
Yeah, no notes on that one at all.
Gets a nod from Kimberly Walford as she leaves the platform.
That's a £5,000 bounty on Carola Garra's bench world record, so she might go for it.
Sonita Muluh, 150 kilos.
No, Megan has put in the same weight again, which I think is the smarter move, really.
Sonita, 152.5 is her previous personal best. Makes easy work of that, Joe, and I think she might have more than 2.5 kilos in her.
I think I'd like to see her take the 2.5 and make sure we're getting the kilos in. She overreached
with tons of grand plans and schemes, but you got to take a very close look at these lifts as they occur on the platform and make your decisions based off of that.
Now, Sonita has gone up to 155, so I hope that goes well for her. But Brittany's taking the bigger jump here.
10-kilo jump for Brittany Schlater. She's hit 157.5. Solid second attempt for Schlater. 3 white lights.
So Brittany is now one of only 2 women who hasn't missed a lift. It absolutely is. I'm seeing on projected Leah on 5.29, Alba on 5.32.5, and Meg on 5.35. So there is nothing in that at all.
Very close. Sonita, 155 for her third and final. Sonita's previous personal best is 152.5. Small personal best should she hit this. The way 150 moved, this looks like a reasonable ask. Slow and steady, but it looks good to me.
It looks good to me too. I'm glad we finally got a third bench in.
And that was good attempt selection. Right on point, 3 for 3. For the world's strongest woman, Sonita Muluh, the 69.
Wow. Looking at about 103% at the moment.
160 loaded for Canada's Brittany Schlater.
And again, Brittany's having a great day out here. Love to see her get 160.
Hit a personal best in squat, and this will be a personal best in bench press if she can hit it. And she has a monster deadlift, unofficially breaking the world record at the Canadian Nationals. She can cover a lot of ground in that event.
She can, but Natalie Lala, I did 280, I think, last week.
And Natalie did have an opportunity to answer back.
Oh, not quite there today for Brittany. But when she did hit 273.5 at Canadian Nationals, she opened with 250.
Yeah, it's pretty wild that right now Agatha Shiko is in the lead over Amanda Lawrence. This is just...
That's crazy stuff.
Easy work.
Nice and easy there, nice and easy for Britt. Let's see the lights. They are white. It is a good
3 white lights, and Brittany leads the platform. No major celebration. She knows there's a lot left there. As Sonita preps for 255 kilos. Sonita had some monster pulls in prep for Sheffield. She hits this, she's at 723 already.
That's a massive opener.
If she hits over 735, she's the strongest woman in history, regardless of any divisions, for powerlifting.
It came up really well, but work to do at the lockouts. So were her knees not locked?
7 by Amanda Lawrence. Yeah, she'll be
she is going
well.
for the deadlift world record, and to see that attempted.
But below the overall world record. Sonita, 260.
She missed and she's gone up. How do you feel about that, Ryan?
I don't really like that, if I'm honest.
It makes me nervous.
It makes me altogether nervous.
No one wants to see a miss.
All the world records you hit go out the window if you don't have a total. That's not just records, it's money, it's a lot on the line
Gotta
here.
lock this out cleanly. I think it looks the same. I don't know.
Yeah, just don't go up if you don't hit, that's for sure. It hits, wait with bated breath as the jury deliberates. Oh!
She's on the board.
It's very close. So putting up 84 kilo numbers. Brittany Schlater, 265 loaded for her. sizable 15-kilo jump for Brittany.
You wouldn't want to be pulling such a huge load, 3 lifts close together though. So I'm hoping this flies and we'll see that huge attempt go on the bar.
Now it's smooth. I think she's got a monster pull for her third and final.
Has, yeah.
I'd like to make good live for Brittany Schlater.
I'll keep my own
What she
record
puts in
ever so
for-
slightly.
This is a total record for Muluh.
Sonita,
7:31. It'll put her at 7:35.5.
267.5. It'll give her that 735.5 total, which, if you're a fan of open powerlifting, the biggest total powerlifting's ever seen.
And it'll get her ahead of Carlina too. But she's struggled with the lockout.
Will she be the strongest woman in powerlifting history?
She's got it to the top.
It's at the top. She gets down command.
What do the referees think?
2-1, that's good. And Sonita Muluh at Sheffield does what Jesus did in the first Sheffield, the strongest woman in powerlifting history.
I'd love to see her get this finish. She's been so close to deadlift world record so often, and then just as she's got there, it's been knocked up the road a little bit.
It'll also give her a personal best total of 716.
This is the exact weight she did at Canadian Nationals.
Will Brittany close the show for the women with the biggest deadlift? Oh wow, looked like there was more than time.
She has.
Almost
Wow.
leisurely. 3 white lights. Brittany pausing as if it was ever in doubt.
Absolutely fantastic, and she was not maxed out there.
What a way to cap off the women's side.
Ladies and gentlemen, because we have got 12 men who want
Yeah,
to
she
show
had
us
kilos left in her as well.
in the world on this day.